French relative pronouns part 1. We are going to see in this lesson the words qui and que have relative pronouns with French.mov. So qui and que have no equivalent in English. They can be the translation of who, which, that, or whom. We are going to see how to be sure to choose the correct relative pronoun. Let's start with qui. First, the relative pronoun is the subject, and it works for people and things. Let's take some example. I know a man who can do that. So in this sentence we have the relative pronoun who, and we would like to know how to translate it in French. So first we can divide our sentence into two parts. In each part we have a subject, this is I, and in the second part the subject is also the pronoun, it's who. We have a verb, and a verb is the second part, and of course two complements. So here the interesting point for us is to know that who, the pronoun, is also the subject of can, of the verb. And for this reason, and this is the rule, we are going to translate it in French by qui. And the sentence is Je connais un homme qui peut faire ça. Okay? Let's take another example. I have a cat that is very lazy. In this sentence, it's a different relative pronoun in English. It is that. But actually, it's the same thing in French. We can divide this sentence into two parts, and we have, of course, our subject. That, the pronoun, is also the subject of the second part of the verb to be, and we have two complements. So the same rule, because that, the relative pronoun, is a subject, and it works for people, animal, things, etc. So for this reason, that is going to be translated in French by qui again. And the correct sentence is J'ai un chat qui est très paresseux. Okay? It's the first rule how to use qui. Let's see now the pronoun que. Third point, the relative pronoun is a direct object in this case, and it works for people and things. So let's see this sentence. The present I bought. So we can say the present that I bought. So here you can see we have our pronoun. It is that. So the pronoun is that. We have a subject and a verb. Let's consider the second part of our sentence from that I bought. Where is the subject? The subject is I here. It's not that. The pronoun is not the subject of the second part of the sentence. It's the direct object, actually, of the first part, the present that. For this reason, that is going to be translated by que in French, and not qui this time. Le cadeau que j'ai acheté. Let's take another example. The man I know can do that. Again, we can say the man that I know can do that. So here we have our pronoun that, and we have our subject I, and the verb to know. So exactly the same thing, because that is not the subject of the second part of the sentence, it is going to be translated by que in French. L'homme que je connais peut faire ça. Okay? So let's summarize what we have just seen. How to choose